So in this video, I'm going to be going over some tips and tricks in Pilot Training Flight Simulator. And now, tip number 1, use the tutorial. If you don't know how to access the tutorial, first go to the main menu. It's there if you join the game or if you reset your character. So click tutorial, and here the tutorial is. Yeah, there. So now let's get started. Okay, so 1, use the run tool. See, you can use the run tool, and if you don't know how to use the run tool, basically just open it up. It should be at the bottom of your screen, and hold down on your mouse, and you can run. And then you just have to let go to normally walk. Okay. So now I'm gonna be spawning an airplane. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go. Actually, never mind. Just keep on changing decisions, I guess. Look. Okay, so you can spawn whatever plane you want. I'm gonna spawn a Concorde because I feel like it. So there, get in the pilot seat, and you can press P to push back. So see, now you can go backwards. And you can press C to go in the direction that you were originally going in. So there, let's just taxi to the runway. And tip number 2, don't take off on the taxiway, because usually taxiways turn and they're also usually much shorter than normal runways, which means that it's much harder to take off on the taxiway. Just spare an extra minute and taxi to the runway. That'll really help. And also, if you're in Rockford and you have a choice of which runway to do, if you're in a smaller plane, use the smaller runway. If you're in a bigger plane, use the bigger runway for obvious reasons. So there, we're going at 7 knots. An ideal speed to taxi is between 10 and 20 knots. And if you're turning, then go at under 10 knots. Or if you have like a smaller aircraft, you can still go 10 to 20 knots on turns. That's for smaller aircraft, not giant aircraft like the Concorde. So keep your mouse down when you're taking off until your throttle's at 100%, and then move it up once your throttle's at 100%. This is because if you keep your mouse up, it moves the elevators up, which creates drag and you'll burn fuel and be slow. And then pull up your gear as soon as you take off, because the gear keeping the gear down burns extra fuel and slows you down a bit. So for this flight, I'm going to be going to Perth. Yes. There, we're on the way to Perth. Once you're at a comfortable altitude, I'm going to wait until I am at a comfortable altitude. Just press R and it'll level you out. Still can't move your camera around, but yeah, your freedom to move your mouse. So this is pretty much like a cruise mode. Actually, if you press T and you're above 1,000 altitude, then actually the plane just stops in midair. It's useful for role playing, but probably like a week or something, I'm actually going to be teaching you how to make a game like Pilot Training Flight Simulator. So you should stay tuned for that. If you subscribe, then you can actually get notified. Okay, there. Now that we're close enough to the airport, we should start slowing down, like a lot. So make a few loops until your speed is under 200 knots. Like circle the airport or the airport area quite a bit until you're slow enough, because I have no idea how you're gonna land at 600 knots. Like, I don't know if that's possible unless you have a really large runway. I mean, like, I understand it with the space shuttles, but But space shuttles have like really long runways to land on. Yes, just circle the area a bit. You can slow down. Yeah, I'm around 500 knots. So pull down your throttle as close to the stalling line as it can get. And don't land your plane in the water because that's gonna kill you for some reason. I don't know why we can't. Why don't have like a possibility for a water landing in this game? Hopefully they'll add it soon. That'd be really cool. So yes, let's just wait until we're slow enough. The map disappeared. Yes. Occasionally, it doesn't load up, like now. Then you have to use the mini map down here for your to guide you if your map goes off. So yes, the mini map is really useful, and you definitely should use it. Yeah, I think one more loop around the mountain should do it. Oh well. We're under 200 knots, but whatever. It would make more sense to turn around now. We are almost ready to land. Don't pull down the gear until you're aligned with the runway. It's best to use as little fuel as possible. And then buttering your landings also helps you go slower. So they're aligned with the runway, okay? So right. Once you're aligned, like I totally am, pull down your gear there. So I'm going to turn a bit this way, so I'm aligned and I don't land on one like one side before the other. Right? Aim for the runway. Right? And slowly pull up before you touch down, like I am. Try aiming for the beginning of the runway and slowly pull up. Once it says retard, then it's safe to push back or turn on reverse thrust. Once it says retard, because that means you're on the ground. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe so you'll be notified when we upload a new video. Bye.